Welcome to Calgary. It's finals day here at the Expression Network's BVAC Women's Open 2023. We've had a fantastic field for this 12K Challenger event. Play started upstairs on the traditional courts at the Athletic Club, but since quarterfinals, the action has taken place on this all-glass court here at the Bow Valley Shopping Centre. And this is our final. Canada's number 2 seed Nicole Bunyan taking on Diana Garcia of Mexico. Joining me for this final, former world number 15, Johnny Williams. Afternoon, Johnny.
Afternoon, Vanessa. Let's see if the unseeded Mexican can continue on this giant killing run that she's been on. Enjoying the light altitude of just over 1,000 meters here, the Mexican.
Well, Bunyan sat just inside the top 50. It's been 10 places higher than that though previously. 39 is her highest ranking. 29 years old. She's been on tour since 2015. One title won so far. She came through a tough semi-final against the number 3 seed Marie Stefan. She's up against Diana Garcia of Mexico, world number 89. 30 years old, so a lot of experience. She's been on tour since 2011, 3 titles in that time. And she took out the top seed in the quarterfinal, Laura Villard, France. And it was 3-1, just 32 minutes though. She's unseeded in this event, so has had to take out a number of seeds along the way. And these two have played a few times, 4 meetings in total, and they've traded wins so far, but no recent meetings. Last one was in 2019. That was a win for Bunyan, I believe, Johnny.
Yes, it was. 2019, that's pre-COVID, if you can remember that, Vanessa. That was when the other life existed.
Yeah, feels like a distant memory. Both these players have pushed on since then. So a bit of a clean slate, I think, for this final. Strong favourite on paper is, of course, Bunyan, number 2 seed, and she will certainly have the crowd on her side. Great for this event to have a Canadian player in the final. Garcia has been enjoying the play here. She's been to Calgary a few times, used to this environment. She'll also be used to that little bit of altitude coming from Mexico. And she's well suited to this court. But I was impressed with Bunyan yesterday, I must say. It was a really tough 3-love, 2 tie breaks she had to get through. She played the big points really well. It's obviously on home turf, and that seems to be giving her a little bit of extra impetus. Played very well this week.
Yeah, she had to overturn a 7-0 deficit in game 2 against Marie Stefan. And it was just a real slow grind back into that game. I think that the Mexican Garcia's shown throughout the week, Vanessa, that her form in terms of her ability to put the ball away, quite quick on her feet as well. I don't think Bunyan's going to be able to afford to have deficits on the scoreboard like that today. She needs to stay with her.
here we go. Bunyan kicks off this women's final. And we do not have the video review available, unfortunately.
Garcia just showing not really that happy about that call, but the tone from the referee's been set very early on for her. She knows now that if she's just called off position, she's going to have to go through and get it.
Well, what Bunyan did really well against Stefan was find her targets in the back corners. There was just that brief period in the second game where she'd lost that accuracy, and Stefan stepped up and started using the attacks, getting on the volley. And I think that tactic will be really handy for Bunyan again today. If she can do that well, she'll have a really good chance to get through this match. Garcia, as you said, she'll be looking to attack.
No review available, so she probably, I mean, she should have taken advantage of that position, Vanessa. She had Garcia really pinned in that back corner.
Yeah, a few nerves going on, possibly. This is the final.
I think you're right. She's already big come on. 3-1 in the first. We've seen that throughout her matches. She's not going to allow anybody to tie her down in those back corners. She has got very good hold boast from deep off the back wall, and if Nicole Bunyan will just need to be aware of that, Vanessa. If she overhits the length and it's slightly sitting up, that boast could come at any time.
Yeah, she didn't move at all to that bit of disguise in the swing. Really, really effective. And the switch as well. See the attacks coming from the backhand side. And again.
It's nice play. Although we've been saying it is bouncy and lively, quickish off the front wall, the ball, especially those medium pace weighted balls to the back of the court, Vanessa, they seem to sort of just fall in the corner and sit there. We saw some of the girls over the last few days having a lot of problems to turn the ball out of the back corners when the ball was hit to a good length. It's exactly that there.
Yeah, that was a slightly slower paced one. If I was Bunyan, I'd be making sure that every single drive and cross court is getting past that back of service box area. Anything short, Garcia's going to have options.
She's speaking Spanish with her.
I don't think so.
Goodness me, I couldn't, unless my ears are going off like my hips already. Vanessa, I couldn't understand that.
I think she was calling the ball down.
Okay.
Which it wasn't, but she got the stroke anyway. Oh, well, that's the spot. Extra reward. And that back left. So 5 game balls for Bunyan.
Just been a real sneaky back half of this first game, hasn't it, Vanessa? There's been no intensity whatsoever. Just really clever stuff from Bunyan. No rallies of any note.
So Nicole Bunyan, number 2 seed from Canada with a 1-love lead. Seemed very, very up for this. I thought she might be slightly overstimulated just with her reactions to the referee, but she managed to hold it together. Was controlling the rallies well.
I think she's still a little bit on the over-arousal zone of that curve, Vanessa, because she's asking for stuff like that where she's actually moving forward and then backtracking, trying to kind of manufacture the stroke where she could have taken the straight drop on. Just the threat and then take it in quick would be a better play. That's a bit harsh, Vanessa, that one, I think.
Really harsh.
Garcia.
It was loose.
Maybe these two have got a little bit of history, because it seems that Bunyan, we've seen that on numerous occasions already, she feels that Garcia's impeding her path to the ball. Garcia, very quick to let the referee know that that's not a let either.
Better from Bunyan. She's been cross-courting from the forehand side a lot. As soon as she hit that one straight, she found a really good line on it. And I feel like that backhand area is also a strength area for Garcia. No let. Got to play that. The refs have been quite generous with these types of lets so far. Go up a level and you're not going to get them anymore. Yeah,
there's a real edginess out there, and both players are just too tense, and they're asking for stuff that's not there at times, but this is an interesting one.
Did it affect the swing and the shot? Well, Garcia kind of conceding the let, somewhat begrudgingly.
I don't know whether or not I got the feeling she actually thought that the ref said let, not no let.
Yeah.
If she had known that the ref said no let, I'm not sure she would have been so conciliatory to
I don't think he
Bunyan's
had said
request.
No let, because Bunyan just got in there very quickly before he could actually say anything.
And it's become just quite bitty and scrappy, this opening stages of this second game. Bunyan's lost the range of those well-weighted balls that she found, especially in the back half of game one. And Garcia's doing what she's been doing all tournament, and there's that. There's got to be a history here, Vanessa, in the past matches, because this is highly unusual. Nicole Bunyan is not the sort of player that would be remonstrating like this. It's not her style.
Well, she needs to try and concentrate on the task at hand here, because she's allowing it to really affect her concentration and her focus that was so good in that first game.
But although Garcia's leading 5-3, I don't feel confident with the way that she's just stepping up. She's trying to take everything short so early in the rally. There's no construction whatsoever.
Yeah, wasn't quite in position for that. She was very front on. Still playing everything back over to that left-hand side, Bunyan. As long as she's getting the width, it's not doing a huge amount of damage, but she's sort of underutilizing that back right corner. Garcia extending that lead. No flow at all to the second game.
Well, this is definitely suiting Garcia's disruptive style, isn't it, Vanessa? She's using a lot of variations, keeping Bunyan on her heels, uncertain. Just a lot of perceived pressure out there.
Yeah, that's dangerous. That backhand side. Bunyan struggling with the hold.
And yet another option, another variation. We've seen the boast, we've seen the hold cross, we've seen volley drops going in, and that was a volley cross. That's well straightened. She had to absorb a bit of heavy movement there while she just controlled the wrist action, and it's Garcia who, after a bit of remonstrating both sides with the ref, she's come out the back bend of all that much better off. And her arm is freed up now as well.
So 6 game balls for Garcia. And a forehand winner this time. Scrappy second game, but it is Garcia that takes it 11-4. And we are all square at 1-1.
Well, Garcia came out of the blocks. Her A game is to press hard onto that short line area. But what she's doing is she's showing that she's got more shot-making armory than Bunyan. So Bunyan's defenses just have to be organised. And as soon as that dropped off a little bit, Garcia was able to take advantage. She raced through back into that game, last 4 points on the bounce. Bunyan has to get that variation. She's using a bit of height sometimes at the end of game 1, Vanessa, switching it over, but that all vanished, and that coincided with her having these discussions with the referee as well.
Yeah, she definitely allowed the first half of that second game to get away from a lack of focus, a lot of arguing with the referee. I just feel like the balance is a little bit off. She's not getting that ball into the back right corner. And Garcia, you can almost see Garcia starting to edge over. She's anticipating that cross court to the left. And she's very comfortable in that area. Garcia's not the type of player that really wants to be building rallies. She wants to find quick opportunities. Bunyan needs to try to prevent that from happening. Let's see what we'll get in this third game.
Bunyan's fired up. Goodness me. I don't think I've ever seen her this fired up, Vanessa. Is the pressure on home turf?
Yeah, final home soil definitely adds to that. She feels like you know, she's the higher seed. She'll feel a little bit of pressure from that as well. But at the same time, you know, she's lost twice to Garcia previously, so she knows what she's up against. It's only her fourth ever final in PSA events as well, don't forget. You know, this is not a scenario she's experienced at. A little bit of hold on that forehand. She didn't get enough width, but she stopped Garcia's movement.
Just a dangerous play there when you know that you're chasing that straight drop from your opponent. Got to be very careful now because Garcia's been rattling off a series of 3-4 rallies within short time. Well, that's gone the other way. We saw a lot of no-lets being handed out early. But I think that Garcia, she took the risk on there. She was in a lunge position. She wasn't able to get out of that position when she played the shot, and wasn't tight either.
Ball's gone. So let ball. Here we go with a brand new, nice fast ball.
Is that a bit of relief for Bunyan? Just given that, that what's happening in game 2, Vanessa, and then the start of this game, coming a front ball which is already playing fast, the new ball fresh, flying around a bit, comes a bit further back.
If she controls it well, yeah, she'll be a little bit easier to get that depth, get the ball running past and take Garcia off the volley. Oh. That came out of nowhere.
Well, but she's shown that kind of bravery throughout the tournament, and Bunyan's going to really have to really start to get some balls clinging to the sidewall when she's going straight. Otherwise, the opportunities are coming thick and fast for the Mexican, who is just twisting and turning that ball all over the place.
There's another loose cross court onto the Garcia backhand.
That's another shot we haven't seen yet. That's straight kill, leaning back right. This is not, that repertoire that she's shown is not that of number 89 in the world. She's better than that.
Well, she's shown that throughout this tournament, that she's capable of playing well above her ranking.
It's not a let. It's a good decision.
Bunyan did well to scramble that together.
Well, she's renowned for her physical attributes, Vanessa. You know, on Instagram, she's very, very prolific with her squashletic profile, and we need to see some of that squashletic ability coming into play here. She needs to become more physical, and that means also I'd like to see her cutting the ball off a bit more, like making that extra effort to volley and switch it. It doesn't have to be a hard shot, it just has to be a well-weighted shot.
Yeah, definitely use her height in that way, but at the same time she also has to try and play to protect her movement. She's tall, she isn't particularly good at changing direction, and Garcia has used that against her so far.
Well, Garcia just opting to make sure that was a stroke, motioning back, giving Bunyan no chance to escape. Oh, that's an awesome shot. At full tilt going forward, she's just rolled the wrist.
Well, she's getting more and more confident with those attacks as this match progresses. That score's not right. 8-5. Bunyan gets the error.
Just feels like she's so reliant on that though, Vanessa. She really, we've seen 7, 8 different ways that Garcia can win a point, and I can't recall the last time that Nicole Bunyan, middle of the court, taking in a drop shot like that. She's finally won a point where she's just winning it off her own racket. And we need to see a combination of that, sort of coupled with that length hitting. Bit of lockdown squash.
Yeah, it's got to come from that base though. She's got to find those lines and those targets in the back corners to set up opportunities like that. Lovely hold on that as well. Perfectly weighted.
Cannot read that backhand. She's been absolutely slaughtered when Garcia has just prepped that racket and then changed the angles, whipped it round, cut it to pieces.
So 2-game balls for Garcia for a 2-1 lead.
There was a fair bit of contact there. Quite cheeky there from Garcia. She's been doing that a lot. She must know there was a fair heavy contact. And she's trying to motion to the referee to give a no let. And I think that's exactly what's agitating Nicole Bunyan from very early on in the match. Vanessa.
Rips another backhand winner.
I don't believe we've seen that one, the straight kill.
Straight kill on the backhand. We've seen a couple on the forehand. So showing that whole repertoire. Garcia taking that third game, 11-8 in 14 minutes and leading by 2-1.
Well, it's just too much firepower from Garcia. Bunyan has to be so accurate. She'd have to be having a real day out with her line and length, and she's not having that. Add to that, she's been quite frustrated very easily by things that are going on between the two players, a little bit of contact here and there. And Garcia has really shown the full package. We've seen signs of this throughout the tournament, but today she's actually producing her best shot-making day, and what a time to do it. So Diana Garcia from Mexico City, ranked 89, unseeded, is only one game away from taking the Expression Network's title here in Calgary.
She's got a good conversion rate in finals, Johnny. She's made it through to 4 and won 3. So she knows how to play a final.
That's quite exquisite again there. Hasn't put a foot wrong with those situations around the middle. It's almost like she's got a tracking device which sees where Bunyan is running. Bunyan has not learned a lesson either. She's getting sort of caught up behind Garcia on those straight drops and has not really attempted to go around once.
I mean, I just don't feel that Bunyan's going to win this in the front of the court. She has to start getting those corners in the back, and then she can maybe put in the straight drop if she forces a weak shot. But 90% of her hitting's just got to be really solid, tight hitting into the back corners. Trying and getting in front, get on the volley.
I don't feel that's a let in that situation, because the player who's opening up the court like that, Bunyan's done nothing wrong there. She's played a straight drop. There's a line to the right where Garcia's got to take that. For me, the line is not just through the player when you open it up like that.
I mean, I have to say, when I looked at it, we haven't seen it again, obviously, but when I looked at it, I did think let. But
I just feel that Garcia tracked towards Bunyan, sort of hoping that if I can just sort of get a let and get out of this pretty dire situation, I'll be very happy with that.
Well, throwing in the volley boast, which she hasn't played.
And there's that spot. You said it, that she's only been like just railing down that left-hand side. She hasn't tried to switch, hasn't tried to really force any pressure in that back right. And if I remember correctly, in game 1, when she went on that run at the end of the game, there was a lot of winners, or 4 steppers at the back right-hand side. Leaning back. That's the problem there, just not getting her body weight a little slightly forward, get a bit into the shot.
Yeah, she never really committed to that. Wow.
Not sure we've seen that one either.
No, winners are flowing. She's just got better and better as this match has gone on, Garcia.
Very composed demeanour about her outwardly as well. Just resetting every time.
That was great. Extra bit of bit of pace injected into that shot. Made sure it got past Garcia. She's got to get her onto that back foot. That's good from Bunyan. Had to fight hard for that rally.
I think she's not happy about the front right pickup from Nicole Bunyan. It could have been a carry maybe, Vanessa. And we don't have a video review. Looked a little bit not quite right, I'm going to say it.
Well, she's having a word with Bunyan. I'm not sure.
You know, it was front right. Just looked like it could have been a scoop maybe. I thought at the time, but
well, the ref is happy with it, so
I think it's 5-6. Check on that.
No, 7-4.
Apologise all round to the crew as well. It's not as if they don't have enough on their plate, Vanessa. Is that the death knell coming here?
Yeah.
Shot of desperation going down.
Well, she's just going to get even more confident. She's got the ability to hit winners from pretty much all parts of the court, as we've seen. That's a beautiful shot. Will keep fighting, I'm sure, but this is running away from the Canadian. Cross court perfectly onto the backhand of Garcia, and 6 match balls. What a time.
Haven't seen one of those. We've seen one so far in the match. That's the second one. She's halfway there on this comeback trail, trying to get back to level pegging. Still don't see it, but stranger things have happened, Vanessa.
It's all over. Unseeded Mexican player, Diana Garcia. What a performance. Commiserations to Bunyan, but what a performance. She outplayed really in the last 3 games.
A huge round of applause for our Canadian star, Nicole Bunyan. An unbelievable role model for our Canadian girls out there that when Nicole trains herself. We're so proud to have her on the Now on to our champion. The last time we spoke, Diana and I spoke, was actually right here on the tee on this court when she won a title last summer in Windsor in Canada. So Diana, you're unseated coming into the event. Unbelievable performance. What was your mentality coming in, and how did you accomplish knocking off 4 seeded players to get here?
No, I was trying to enjoy the game, be patient, and wait to beat the way I train. So, yeah, I'm so thankful to take the game.
Now you've been coming to Canada for the better part of a decade. I remember you when you were just a junior playing here. What is it that you love about playing in Canada, and will you be back?
So hopefully I want to return next month to the Hill Coast something tournament. So yeah, I'm just glad to be here, and thank you, Calgary, for the support. Thanks.
Last words from Diana. I'd like you to say a few words back to your home country watching on SquashTV in Mexico on Espanol.
Solo quiero agradecer a las personas que me están viendo, a mi familia, a mis patrocinadores, a mis coaches. Gracias por verme, por apoyarme, y juego dentro de una semana otro torneo, así que espero que me estén ayudando. Gracias.
Your 2023 Expression Networks Women's Open champion, Diana Garcia. Folks, we've got a long match coming up. We're going to be starting after a brief 5-minute intermission. 5 minutes sharp. The folks in Europe are waiting to get this match on SquashTV. I will remind you that if you have back wall seating, those seats are reserved. So if you are a sponsor, look below you. That's where your seats are. You must have a lanyard to sit in the back. And on the sides is general admission, as well as up top. We will be back in 5 minutes.
So a 3-1 victory for Diana Garcia. Fantastic performance. She wins her 4th title on the PSA Tour, but that's it from the women's event. Thank you, Johnny, for your insights. As always, hope you've enjoyed the squash, but that's it from the Expression Network's BVAC Women's Open 2023 in Calgary.